Do you read a newspaper most days? Or do you read a book before you go to sleep at night? Do you know, when you are reading to yourself in your brain, you read in a very different way to the way you would read out loud if somebody asked you to read a passage. What we do when we are reading to ourselves in our head is we just go for the important words. Your brain just wants to get the story, the message. It's not interested in all the little joining words like if and but and a and the. For instance, you pick up the paper and there's a headline about the President of the United States. Yesterday, in the White House, President Bush said that there will be an economic upturn by the end of the year. Do you need all those words? No. What do you want to know? President, economic upturn, end of the year. That's all you want to know. So that's very interesting, isn't it? Our mind latches on to important words when we read them and also when somebody speaks them. If you watch newsreaders reading the news, they don't accent every word. They pick out the important words. Now, when you are getting somebody to give you their undivided attention, obey an order or a command, or really take on board some important information, it's very important that you stress the right words. You might be dealing with a passenger, and you might want to say, "Please, madam, would you sit down?" "Please, madam, would you sit down?" Doesn't get much of a response. "Please, madam, would you sit down?" That's pathetic. What about putting the please at the other end? "Would you sit down, madam, please?" Wow, that's got a different tone to it, hasn't it? If you put a please at the end of a word, sometimes you can give it a lift at the end of the word and it means something different. "Can I have your attention, please?" It's the inflection and it's the accent that does it, as opposed to, "Please, can I have your attention?" You see, that's ultra polite. That's not very powerful. So remember, what matters is where you put the accent. Can I have your attention, please? Because what do you want? You want their attention. But you can't stand up in the middle of an aircraft and say, "Attention!" You wouldn't last long. You've got to say it in a nice way, but in an assertive way. "Can I have your attention, please?" So remember, where you put the accent is absolutely vital.